Alright, so I'm gonna start off with my Laura Lee and Violet Voss. So I'm gonna start off with my Laura Lee and Violet Voss palettes. Excuse me if I'm talking a little low. It's very early in the morning and my son is still sleeping. So if this is too low, I'm sorry. I'll try to adjust the volume in the editing process. But this is basically how I have to be. Like, my energy may be a little low, and that's just because I'm just trying to not wake him up. So I'm starting off with the Laura Lee and Violet Voss palette. It's a very beautiful palette. I showed it in my haul, my last video. And these are the colors. Ooh, I think I nicked something. Yes, I did. These are the colors. Very pretty, very warm tone palette. It reminds me a little bit of the Morphe 350, which I also have. I'm not crazy about it, but don't kill me, people. First thing I've done already was apply some concealer to my lids just to give me a little prime, something for my eyeshadows to stick and to even out my eyelids. And by now they're creasing, so I'm going to smooth that out. And this is my e.l.f. concealer brush. This was mentioned in my top favorite drugstore brushes, so I'll leave that link below if you want to see that. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my Laura Mercier powder, swirl it around in the cap as so I don't have too much product, dab it off, dab, just set that concealer so that I don't have any more creasing. Next step we're going to take is doing a transition color. This palette is very beautiful. It has several transition colors for brown skin girls. The ones that I would use for transition is this one, which is Britches, Fried, Mama Bird, and Ragamuffin. I actually really love those colors for transitions, but today I'm going to use Mama Bird, and it's just a caramel color. We're going to place this above the crease. The crease is right here, which is the fold of your eye, and you're going to go above it. So remember, go above the fold of your eye. And this is just going to give your eyelid a little bit of color, but not too much, because it is still a light shade, so it's not meant to be super like bold. So now I'm going to take the color right next to Mama Bird. This is Ragamuffin. So this color of Ragamuffin, I'm going to put it slightly below Mama Bird, so that's where we're going to start getting that gradient. You always want a gradient with your makeup, because that's what's going to help blend out everything, where you do not see like a start and an end, like, because makeup is just basically blending, making sure you don't see where eyeshadow starts and where it begins, unless it's intentional. Then but make sure you just build that color slowly, because remember, you can always add, but you can't take away. I know it's so cliche to hear, but like, it's the truth. You can always add more, but you can't take away from the look. Now I'm going to take Alabama, which is a nice chocolatey brown. We're going to put that into the crease. So this is the only color that actually went in the crease intentionally. Like, if it got a little messy, it's alright. I'm holding my brush downwards and I'm rocking it back and forth. This is going into the crease. Next color, we're going to get Whiskers. So we're going to take Whiskers, and now we're going to define the crease a little bit more. It's not too much of a definition color. it's going to define the color. We're going to go into Bubs, which is the third color right here, right next to this little olive green. And we're going to take Bubs and we're going to define the outer V. The outer V is basically this V area right here that just makes the corner of your eye on the top or lid. So I'm going to define that like so. And we're just going to take the color from this part, drag it in like that. Drag it in. Take a brush, the one that we use the whiskers with, and just blend around that so then we get an even okay. Just blend on the edges, don't so much blend on the middle, the edges. 1988, which is this. Shake up my Pixplus, wet my brush, and dab into that. Oh, that color is so soft that when I kind of dabbed it into it, can you see that? It crumbled. That's how soft it is, okay? It crumbled. Oops, so be careful. Okay, now the baking under the eye is basically what's going to set you up for success, because this color is going to cause a lot of fallout. So what I'm going to do is start off by patting. Like a pat, swipe, like a patting, swiping motion, just to get the color. These colors, like the more metallic-y colors, work better with your fingers, but I got nails, so when you have nails, it's hard to use products with your fingers, especially with as long as these are. My claws are very long. So I know some of you guys are very like disappointed, maybe disappointed. That's not exactly, but I mean the colors, that's all that really matters. If you want to add a wing liner, add a wing liner. It's not like I've ever done it on camera anyway, and if I did, you probably couldn't see it because it was probably out of focus. It was probably like something like this. Okay? And that is the look. I am going to apply some false lashes. Though I'm not adding any liner, I'm going to do some false lashes. So I'm going to add some false lashes, and for the first time in a long time, I'm not using Cocoa lashes. I'm actually going to be using this Miss Adoro 117 lashes. I haven't used any other brand in such a long time. It's like ever since I discovered Cocoa lashes, I just don't mess with any other lash. This is just to help blend the lashes to this. Okay, so I'm just gonna like finish everything off camera and come back and do the lower lash line because okay, so let me just state this. Okay, I'm gonna state this right now. So if you see a difference in quality in my video right now, rest in peace to my ring light. Okay, my ring light just gave out on me. So I'm just going to stop the tutorial right here. I mean, it's not much more left. All I had to do was my lower lash line. And I just basically use the same method I did on in my crease, from light to dark, lighter closer, I mean darker closer to the lash line. But yeah, I'm so fucking upset right now. Like, I'm so pissed.